Are we seeing some bullish divergence? Hello Adrian, and welcome back once again. It's 7:30 p.m. UTC +8. I don't know wherever or in what time zone you guys are at, but it's 7:30 here at where I am at. So welcome everybody once again for another hour of the Dang Oracle, where you will be hearing a lot of ranting, a lot of bullshit, and a lot of incorrect and wrong price predictions, and a little bit of technical analysis as well. Hi Cedric, hi Harris, welcome once again for tonight. Hope you are having a wonderful weekend, and cheers to that. Today we have a little bit of just sparkling water for my throat. Very good. So, since we got that over, let's start with what is going on in our COVID situation, right, on this Sunday. Hi Nikolai, welcome back once again. Hope you are having a wonderful Sunday as well. Hi Daniel, welcome. So let's take a quick look if we can see if any numbers are standing out. Oh, hi Darren. We missed you yesterday. I didn't see you. Hi Val, watching from Davao City. That's not very far away from here, so you're pretty near. Hi Tina, hi Lex, hi Xandor. No Starbucks today. Today it's just sparkling water, some Perrier, fancy water. So we have the United States close to 1.5 million now. Russia, United Kingdom, Brazil, Spain, Italy, all above the 200K. So let's take a look on how that looks on the charts. Let's take a look. Yes, Darren. S&P didn't go down. God damn it. It didn't go down enough. Still made a little bit of profit, but yes. We don't do it for the 30 points. We do it for the 100 points. But yeah. Luckily, Bitcoin did do what I said, and that made up for a lot of things, though. Anyways, so we all have over 4.6 million cases right now confirmed over the whole world. Let's take a look at the US. US is starting to flatten down a little bit, as you can see. Russia is still spiking up. UK is still spiking up. A little bit flattening on Brazil. Spain has incorrect data, and Italy has incorrect data as well, it seems, or we can call this a V-shaped recovery. It's a V-shaped market recovery for COVID. Is that telling us that we are going to have a V-shaped correction also on the stock market? Who knows? Maybe COVID is a leading indicator, you know. I'm just kidding, guys. Hi Darwin, welcome. So yeah, it seems like the whole gang is here. We are missing just a couple of people who is not here. Vahe is not here. Yeah, he's usually here also every day, but no, he's not here. Maybe he has something else to do on a beautiful Sunday evening. I don't know about you guys, but things are starting to clear up. Lockdowns are starting to loosen and going slowly. Everything is starting to go slowly back into the normal situation. So let's see if we have second waves and this and that. Hi Monkol, hi, welcome back once again to the stream. I want to say welcome also the people who just started to follow, and welcome the channel, and that's Adam, Philip, and Cosmin. Welcome. Sunday is a rest day. Not if you are trading cryptocurrency, where 24 hours trading every day you can trade. Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyways, so let's go back to yesterday. What happened yesterday? What were we talking about? Well, yesterday we were talking about that beautiful falling wedge, right? Beautiful falling wedge that we drawn here. Beautiful falling wedge. And what did I tell you guys? Most likely we will be breaking up out of that falling wedge, and we sort of made a measured move, a little measured move, and we made a measured move, and it would be around after we broke out somewhere around the 9.7k. Right now we are around 9.5k, as you can see, 9.5k, and we are still trending upwards. And yeah, as you can see, my green box once again is beautifully placed. As you can see, we are hitting some first form of resistance there. Do I think that we are done? No, I don't think that we are done just yet. I do think we still have the power to be going up a little bit more. Like I said, I do expect us to be, during this night, moving up towards 9.7 or even 9.8, even to our previous box. But yeah, let's see what happens. But that's basically what we've been talking about yesterday. Falling wedge, breaking upwards, and ta-da! I guess the real dang oracle farted in the north direction once again. So Bitcoin is going up, and we have managed to once again predicted this. And if for people who did take any trades during the weekend, not myself, yeah. I hope you made money, right? But yeah, I still think that this looks pretty good. Very nice consolidation on the upper end of the resistance, as you can see here. We touched this, we broke it, actually, this green box a little bit here. We touched this again, we touched it again, but we haven't broken out of it yet. I do believe that, like I said, this is looking like a pretty bullish candle as well. So in 20 minutes, we'll see if it turns, maybe it will even turn green, right? Who knows? But this is a quite bullish candle. You can clearly see there is a lot of buy pressure on the downside, which means most likely we will have another another spike up, and most likely we will be breaking this resistance later tonight, something like that, and we'll most likely go up a little bit higher. Will we be able to reach the 9800? Maybe, but I still think that somewhere around 97k is very high probability. Okay, so before that, and today's topic is this hidden, well, not hidden, there's a bullish divergence that we are talking about on a beautiful Sunday. And for the people who don't know what's bullish divergence, let's go to our cheat sheet. And as you can see here, this is our bullish regular divergence, but what we have here is actually bullish hidden divergence. Yes, it is a bull that is hiding in the shadow and and telling us that we will be going up, basically. So what is a bullish hidden divergence? Well, we are making a higher low on the price, but a lower low on the RSI. So let's take a quick look if what I'm telling you guys is bullshit, yes or no. So let's put on the line chart, and as we can see here, on this spot here, from this spot here to this spot, we can make a line. Wait, where's my line? Here's my line. So we can make a line here, and you can see here that price did make a higher low, right? Higher low. And what we have to compare it is, of course, with our RSI. This our RSI make a lower low between that point, those 2 points, right? And what can we see from this point here and this point here? We can clearly see that we made a lower low there. So what is that? Hidden bullish divergence. Sorry, so hidden bullish divergence. And after that, we can clearly see that price made a move upwards, right? Pretty straightforward. Like I said, this resistance area most likely is going to be broken, and yeah, we'll see most likely what I told you guys yesterday, around the 9.7k. Do I think that we will go higher? Maybe, who knows? But at least I think somewhere around that area is very probable. And then we will have to, of course, reanalyze things and see how things goes, right? But most likely it's gonna get rejected once again there. So let's see what happens when the markets open tomorrow morning. We will have a lot of things, right? Tomorrow morning, Monday is always like the biggest day, where things happen, right? We have the weekly close, of course, the weekly candle close. We'll take a quick look on what we kind of want to see, if we want to see more bullish pressure, or we can get a rejection there or something like that. Secondly, we of course we have the CME that starts trading at 6 a.m. for me, 6 a.m. in the morning, very early. And then at 8 a.m. We have the weekly close, the the daily close, everything going on. Hi Jeremy. Hi. Everything fine, everything great. I hope with you as well. So let's where do we take it first? Let's take a look first at the hi Sunday. Yes, you have the perfect name for a Sunday. So yeah. Anyways, let's take a look at what did I wanted to look at the CME chart, right? Because we didn't go over that yesterday that much. So let's take a look at the CME chart. So first of all, for the people that were looking for that beautiful gap, CME gap, it got filled, as you can see. Hi Aldrich, are we gonna go long tomorrow before the daily candle? Well, no, I don't think. Well, I think it will get. It will most likely go down first. But let me explain a little bit the reasoning or the mindset or the thought why I do think that we most likely will get rejected. From there. So the daily close was 9,259, as you can see here. What is that pattern? The pattern is, of course, we have a bearish engulfing candle, which is below. It closed below the previous daily candle. So most likely, it's not sure, of course, but most likely, what does that represent is that the bearish. We have a little bit more bearish pressure, and we might. Most likely what happens after a bearish engulfing candle, of course, we create another candle that is lower first before any reversal or something like that. So I do expect us to be going down a little bit more over the next week, but let's see how we start, because right now, of course, the price is at 9,500 or something like that. So we will most likely be creating another gap somewhere around here during the next week when the CME markets open. But once again, we will have to check what will happen during the pre-market at 6 a.m. for me tomorrow morning. But this daily candle close is definitely not a bullish candle close. So most likely we will see some more continuation. Let's take a look at the weekly close. The weekly close doesn't look that bad at all, although it's red, but we can clearly see that we have a very long wick buy pressure on the bottom. The only thing that is negative on this weekly candle is, of course, that we did make a lower low on that point. So we did spike below the previous weekly candle. So something that is once again telling me that this could possibly be very toppy, right? So once again, most likely the next week usually what happens is that we create another weekly candle that is lower than before, because we did manage to save the weekly candle. So how can I explain this? It's like, let's say you have like a 100 bullets and you shot like all your bullets to make sure that we still are positive, but now you kind of are running low in ammo for the next week, something like that. So do I think that we're gonna be like crashing down or anything like that? No, I don't think so. Everything is still looking quite bullish. So not to be so concerned or something like that or anything like that. But yeah, I do believe that we will have some continuation towards the downside for next week. And also it's kind of normal as well, because as you can see here, we got rejected now. It's sort of like a double top pattern. We rejected from that resistance twice now, so we do need to kind of like a little bit consolidate a little bit, and over the next week most likely something like this is going to happen. So if we still go up later tonight, something like this is going to happen, something like this. This is what I'm expecting over the next couple of weeks, actually, right? Where we go back down towards like our 8.6k area, something like that. As things are, and then try again to break this this resistance line once again after taking a deep breath, let's put it like that, so we have more chance to get there. But we'll see how it goes. We can't really predict that yet. We just have to see what kind of patterns we are seeing, right? Hi SDM, welcome to the channel, and I hope you're enjoying yourself as well here as well. So yeah, CME is currently closed at 9,259. So yeah, Bitcoin will die when people realize that it is a surveillance coin created and allowed by the same interests that are violating your freedom. Yes, I guess so, if that is your opinion. I don't think that's the case, but that's my opinion. That's a little bit, how do you call it? Tinfoil hat theories, where everything is created for negativity and everything is bad and evil. Let's see. Time will tell, right? Time will tell. So, but I'm not that negative about Bitcoin. I'm quite positive about Bitcoin, but but on the other hand, I'm here to make money, right? So I can be enthusiastic about the technology, yes, but I have the opinion that technology can always be used for good or for bad. It's up to the person to basically decide what you do with the technology, right? So if you have a gun, you can use it to protect people, but you can also shoot and then do evil things with a gun. Same thing for the U.S. dollar or money or fiat money. People are saying like, hey, people are. That was the first case, right? They were saying that Bitcoin was used for money laundering and to for terrorists and something like that. But dude, you can do the same thing before. Terrorists, what were they using before? They were using US dollars to be money laundering, or they use money US dollars to be buying guns and stuff like that, right? So are you gonna ban are you gonna ban the US dollar or something like that? No, right? So it's the same thing, right? So yeah, things can always be used for the good or for the bad. It's most likely, most of the cases, always the same sort of type of cases. So I believe in the technology, and I think that this can be used in a proper way. It can help the economy because of the deflationary and also the transparency, actually. And yeah, I think it could replace the store of value, which is what we have with gold, for example. I think Bitcoin is like a digital gold. It's like an upgraded version of gold. But yeah, a lot of people don't really know or understand that just yet. Yes, Jeremy, thank you. That's just my personal opinion. People can, if people are evil or bad, they can always do evil and bad things. You can't really stop them. But there are people, and I am a positive person. There are also a lot of people who are very good in this world as well, and who do good things as well, right? So let's go back. So we have a double rejection right here on the daily chart twice, around that same type of area of like the 9.8k. What will happen if we hit and get rejected once again there? Of course, we will most likely go lower, right? I mean, I think that's quite logical. So we went low here already. We broke down below that green candle, and we went to what was it? 9,000. What was it? 9,100. Yeah, something like that. 9,000, a little bit below 9,100, 9,098 or something like that. So very logical. If we get rejected there once again, most likely will be. I'm looking at around the 9k type of area. Nothing that spectacular, but yeah, around the 9k area is what I'm expecting, where we get another bounce, because secondly, we would be creating some sort of an ABC type of correction, right? Something like this, where we have an A and then a B and then a C that is of course lower than our previous A, right? Something like that is what I'm expecting. But before we get there, I do believe that there is substantial amount of support on this order block, so that we can get another bounce once again. So I don't think that we will immediately see like crashes or anything like that, but a nice retracement before we take a deep breath before we try again to break the top. That is something that I'm expecting in the midterm, not in the short term. In the short term, let it be clear, like I told you guys yesterday, I'm still expecting us to go up a little bit more before we get rejected, most likely. But maybe we don't get rejected, right? So there's no sure thing, right? What if I'm just going box by box? If we get through this box, we'll most likely be going to this box, and if we break through this box, we'll be most likely going to this box. That's basically how price action works. But do I think that we will be breaking all that resistance? I don't think so just yet. Who knows? But we'll see. So in the short term, still expecting somewhere around 9.7, 9.8K before I will reanalyze things. I do think that once CME starts opening, we will see some gap, because there's a price discrepancy between spot price and the CME price, because the CME price, as you can see, closed down at 9,395. So yeah, and we are a little bit higher, so we most likely will be creating some sort of a little gap or something like that once again. So for all the gap boys, they'll be happy that there's another gap to be filled, but this time most likely it will be on the lower end rather than the upper end. But let's see, right? What did I want to tell? So we went over the hidden bullish divergence, and let's go into our S&P. So the S&P, well, nothing, the traditional markets were closed, but what I wanted to say was we did make a nice push up here on the EMA 200, or the purple line, twice. That's the reason why I closed my short there. But once again, we are heading towards here on the top of the green line, or the EMA 55, and it looks like we get another rejection once again. So let's see what happens tomorrow. But if I see that it will get rejected once again, and we get this bearish cross here from between the blue line and the green line, then most likely I will be re-entering a short once again, and once again targeting this red simple moving average, this red 200 simple moving average once again. Let's talk about gold. Gold, I was very bullish about it. Sadly enough, I didn't manage to get a position in it, and right now it's already at 1742. Maybe take a look at the daily. As you can see, daily it's looking super good. Missed out on my position, but yeah, I do think that over the next couple of weeks we will be seeing like 1800 plus. Like I said, here 1829 is my resistance line. Most likely we'll be reaching there over the next couple of weeks. So definitely gonna be trying to get some small position on gold as well, and actually try to get some physical gold as well, or get a little bit more of a physical gold. Hi Alvin, you're a little bit late, but it's okay. We're only halfway. You still have the second half to be enjoying the rants. So yeah, let's go into something else, and that is on the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, it's actually, sadly enough, it's Sunday, so I cannot be trading. But if we look at the horizontal volatility percentile, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are flatlined at a 0, and we have the flashing, flashy red, the red background. So what does that mean? Yes, what does that mean? Yes, it is money time on the 4-hour chart. So yeah, once again, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting that we are gonna have a move either way, in I don't know what direction. Well, most likely it's going to be going up. That's what I am expecting. But the probability is obviously higher that we're gonna go up than down. But yeah, we will have that move. But since that the contraction is like not that big, then it's most likely going to be like a $300, $400 move. And what target will that be? Well, like I said, 9,700, 9,800, something like that, right? So yeah, historical volatility percentile is telling me that we will have a move in the next couple hours. So maybe most likely tonight, right? So if you guys are still awake, and if you guys are in some sort of trade, good luck. But yeah, I'm looking at a move towards this red line once again, 9,700, 9,800, something like that. Yeah, but let's see if it happens or not. Hi Shamir. No, I'm just having some sparkling water for today. So no Starbucks. You cannot have Starbucks every day. That would be spoiling myself too much, right? But yeah, so yeah, historical volatility percentile is showing that we have a $400 move today, most likely today. So let's see. Like I said, it's going to be a very, very interesting opening tomorrow with the daily close and the weekly close. Okay, let's talk about the weekly close a little bit and what we are expecting, or what would be very, very bullish, right? So we are here, like I said, it's trying to break up, and if it does close, let's say above this previous high, weekly high candle here, at around, if the weekly close would be above 9,977, then it's go time, right? It's gonna most likely spike up to like 10.5k, then maybe make a little retracement, and then I'm seeing 11,500 after. So definitely will be very, very interested if price would be closing up, the weekly candle closing above 9977. Do I think that it's the most likely scenario? No, I don't think that's the most likely scenario. Most likely we will get rejected once again. But yeah, the reason why I think that we'll most likely be getting rejected is, well, our stocks are very near a big resistance line once again. So do we have the momentum to break it? Maybe, but you know, yeah. And then our RSI, as you can see, we did break out of that falling channel, but we are once again near this very, very, very thick resistance line, right? Do we get similar pattern like the CME chart where we get back down? Most likely, yes. And that's why I'm taking so much importance on the CME chart, right? So let's take a look at the weekly CME chart, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is the daily. Let's put it on the weekly. So here, so if we form the same type of pattern, we can clearly see here. So this is our channel, right? Let's make it a little bit prettier. So this is our falling channel that broke up. As you can see, it broke up out of that channel, and then it went back down. So that's basically what happened to CME. So I'm pretty confident that most likely we will be seeing the same thing on our spot price as well. So as you can see here, broke up, and then most likely we'll have this pattern once again down. So that tells me, but that's just my opinion, right? I don't trade my opinion. I trade technical analysis. And if we break up above that price, like I said, above that 10k price, then yeah, I'll be longing, and we'll be enjoying the bull train towards the moon, right? Hi Elisa, is this real? I'm real. I'm a real person. I'm a real human being. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what you mean if I'm real or not. But yes. So do I think that we will, in the very, very short term, retry once again to create that bullish momentum, and then get dumped on our assets tomorrow or the next day? Most likely, most probably, right? But like I said, in the long term, if we're looking at the macro perspective, we cannot be bearish as long as all our moving averages are below the price. Cannot be bearish, right? But do I think that this month we are going to be breaking out of this long-term resistance line? I have my doubts. Let's put it like that. But as a trader, you should be prepared for everything, right? Like I said, my swing trade is pretty easy. If we close a candle above this 9,977, if we close a weekly candle above it, that's I just click long. You don't have to be a bull or a bear or anything like that. You just set all of that aside, right? It doesn't matter. The price is telling me that it's gonna go up, and then you just follow the price, right? There's no point in arguing against the market. Nobody can control the market. The market does what the market wants to do, right? So what can we check? Let's check out the 12-hour charts, because we just closed the 12-hour candle, and let's take a look at the expected moves. Before we get there, once again, what am I expecting? Well, most likely 9.7 or 9.8K, something like that, is what I would be expecting to the if we spike up, and if we spike back down, most likely back to our 9.2K area, this green box right here. So that would be my targets. So let's see what the expected moves chart says. So expected moves chart is saying like first standard deviation on the top side is 9,838, which is pretty much what we are expecting, right? And the bottom first standard deviation on the bottom side is 9,241, which is kind of what I'm expecting as well, right? So the math is supporting what I'm saying in terms of like the range where we are most likely going to be trending in between. One thing that we can say is here our 12-hour Stokes is starting to curl down, which is not good. That is not good. That's a bad sign. But like I said, if we look at the short term, everything is very positive, right? Let's look at the short term once again to make people to make it very clear, right? So historical volatility percentile is flatlined, means that we will have a move in the next 4 to 8 hours later tonight, something like that. Okay. Stokes are 4-hour Stokes are turning up, pretty bullish. RSI above the EMA, pretty bullish. So short term, sure, 9.7, 9.8, very possible. Longer term, as I said, 12-hour Stokes are starting to curl down, meaning momentum is going down. As well as let's see our momentum on the RSI. Let's see the RSI. Oh, RSI is still curling up as well. So we are still trending up, of course. Hi, Daniel. Oh, from Brazil. Beautiful country. I've always wanted to go to Brazil, by the way. That's one of my dreams to ever be going to Brazil, actually to South America, but sadly enough, never had the chance to. Maybe in the future when things are a little bit calm. So yeah, what am I saying? So yeah, 12 chart. Let's take a look at the daily. On the daily, the RSI is still curling up, which is positive, of course. And momentum is sadly enough on the daily is, like I said before, is sloping down. As you can see here, we already flashed green on the background, like I've explained before. If we start flashing that and it's starting to curl back down, momentum is definitely slowing down. So that's also one of the reasons why I do think that we will be in the short term be going up and retesting that resistance line, but I don't think we will be able to break it. Who knows? But that's what the indicator is telling me, that we don't have the momentum just yet. As well, on the daily, we can see that the RSI is nearing the EMA, but hasn't broken just yet. To be breaking that EMA, we have to go above 9,712. So I think it's quite easily to risk manage, and the following is the risk manage is if we break 9.7, most likely we'll get a little bit spike up once again towards our previous highs or previous areas, high areas, right? So maybe we could be even going back all the way to like 10K or something like that if we are able to sustain the momentum. But right now, like I said, I'm just waiting for this HVP to tell me, and at one point it's gonna spike up And yeah, like what is happening right now, right? Price is going up right now. Ta-da! See, real time, crystal ball shit. But yeah, like I said, I'm not in a position or anything like that. But if I was in a position, yes, of course, I would have been longing from that bottom position, from that bottom green box, right? And that's what I told you guys as well. Yes, Bladit, we are pumping to 9.6 right now. Like I said, I do expect us to go to like 9.7, 9.8 area, something like that. But let's see how far we can go. Hey Darby, here comes the money. Yes, it's crazy, right? Sometimes that this technical analysis works out, right? It's pretty funny. But yeah, it has been a great month. If you have been following my channel, it has been a great month to be making a substantial amount of money. But I'm not going to be right all the time. Like I said, it's impossible for a trader to be correct all the time, right? So I'll be making plenty of stupid mistakes, and I'll be making plenty of wrong. I wouldn't call it predictions, but wrong expectations or wrong probabilities. So please keep your expectations at a neutral level. Don't think that suddenly I'll be right in everything that I'm saying, right? Because like I said, nobody controls the market, but what you can be doing is putting yourself in a position where you can be profiting on the movement of the price, and that's what traders are supposed to be doing, right? But yeah, it's always more fun to be right to be wrong. Hi Cedric. Yes, the important part is money management. That is correct. A lot of people don't understand the principle of bankroll management, where if you put yourself into a position where you cannot go all in, so that's that's the wrong thing. You cannot put if you have for example, if you have one Bitcoin and just gamble one Bitcoin all away at one spot, right? So I think that's but that's kind of like beginner stuff, I guess. But I do understand, Cedric. I do understand a lot of people still have a big problem with risk management or money management, and it's all. Boom boom. So let's go again on the daily chart. What I wanted to show you guys as well. So this is the daily chart. As we can see here, we have a daily cross, a daily bullish cross. Hi Jeremy. You think that July is hot for June and July are hot for cryptocurrency based on the yearly track record? Yeah, I guess you can say that. But on the other hand, there's a saying in the stock market. Just sell everything in May and go away, something like that. I don't know what the exact line is, but something like that. So I see a lot of correlation between the Bitcoin market and the stock market. So if the stock market is going down, I do expect the cryptocurrency market to be going down as well. So I'm not as bullish as I guess most people. I'm more. I'm not. I don't know what I am. Am I neutral? Maybe. Some people would call me bearish though. Like some people would call me bearish, but yeah, I don't think I'm bearish at all. I'm actually quite positive about everything, but I just don't think that we will be breaking immediately, something like that. Oh, and here we are at the first resistance that I've been talking about, around the 9.7K. I do think that we will have a very small pullback there. Is this the end? Maybe not. Let's see. Let's take a look at our HVP. Is this the end? HVP is saying it's right now at 2, so not the end. We'll still have some more movement along the way, but most likely we will have a little bit of pullback here, because that's one of our resistance, as you can see here on our previous candles. Okay, So what I wanted to say is the following as well. We have a bullish cross here, bullish cross. This is a bearish cross, and this is a bullish cross once again. So we have bullish, bearish, bullish, right? And if we go back in time, we can see a similar pattern as well. So I'm gonna just go back a little bit, where we can see that's a similar pattern. Where did I see that? 1 second, yeah. Oh wait, maybe I can talk about this first, right? This is so a lot of people, what most people are scared about is actually the following. We have a golden cross here. Price went up, but immediately it crashed back down, right? And we have a very similar situation here. We accumulation up, breakdown, accumulation, break up, and a lot of people are worried that we will be breaking down once again here. So yeah, quite possible, quite probable. But we cannot deny, like I said, we cannot deny that the price is still very bullish as long as we are creating golden crosses. Pledit, the 9.7, I do think that right now we still have strength to go back up higher, but we will, price hits a resistance level, so it will pull back a little bit, and let's see how much we pull back, and then it will try again, I guess. But if we get fully rejected here, then of course it's not going to try again, right? But this is one of the areas where if I was in a long, this is one of the areas where I would have taken profit. If you watch my video yesterday, that's what I told you guys. 9.7k, better safe to be sorry than sorry, let's put it like that. But let's take a look once again at our HVP, if anything changed. Yeah, it's still nowhere near where the SMA is. So yeah, I think we have more strength, to be honest, right now. More strength to be going up. I think we're gonna go up to like 9.8k, 9.8k. This green box here, most likely. And then let's see what will happen there. But yeah, do I think that we will be breaking out of this completely, out of this resistance line? Like I said, I still have my doubts, but if the price tells me otherwise, then nothing I can do, right? And here we are at the 9.8k, and then you can clearly see, right, it touches the green box and it immediately gets some sort of rejection or some action rejection there. That's just people who have positions and then just selling their crypto, or closing down their long right there. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't short at 9.8k. I mean, but that's just my personal opinion. I wouldn't short at 9.8k because, well, first of all, for me, I don't trade during the weekend, right? So there's a lot of bullshit that can be going on right now during the weekend. So I don't trust the patterns that the algos and the bots are making because of the low volume. But yeah. Let's see what happens, right? Let's take a look now at the HVP if we moved a little bit. Oh, it's moving, and like I said, it's moving a little bit up already, but there's still plenty of space. Let's put it like that. So let's see. But yeah, this one, it's this resistance box is going to take more power before we break it, I think. So let's see. But it's still going, right? It's still ongoing right now. But I guess right now around here is where our bullish divergence is stopping. But it's quite amazing, right? How blessed we are with Bitcoin, where we have so much volatility, so much this is like a trader's paradise, right? For people who are trading stocks, it's like a snail pace. And then if you switch from stocks trading into crypto, it's just crazy. Yeah. Hi Renan. Live hitting the top. Yeah. Sometimes these magical boxes, they have their powers, you know. Their powers. But yeah. Okay, just gonna take a quick look here. Take a quick look at the RSI. RSI is nearing, as you can see, the 4-hour. The RSI is nearing the bullish control zone. So I wouldn't say overheated, but very near there already. So I do think that we are pretty close, but not just there yet. I think it's gonna try again one more time. 12 hours still going up. It's trying to cross on the daily. Let's see. Yeah. Up to the moon. Yes, we have a lot of bullish people here as well, I hope. Oh, that's normal, right? We have a lot of bullish people as well who are hoping that Bitcoin is going to 14,000 or something like that. But sadly I don't think that is going to happen just right away. But yeah. So do we have any questions for today? Because that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about for today. The only thing that I wanted to tell was falling wedge, hidden bullish divergence, and most likely a target of 9.8k, and it happened 9.7 to 9.8k, and it happened live. So there's very little I have to go over things right now, but yeah. I'm not going to think about any position right now, to be honest. Like I said, I don't trade during the weekend, right? What I'm going to do is I'm definitely, well, not definitely, I'm most likely going to be shorting, yes, but I will be basing that on what happens tomorrow morning during the CME opening. So I will take a look at what happens at 6 a.m. during the pre-market, what CME is doing, how much is the gap, how big is the gap, and then compare it to the spot price, what is going on right there, and then decide on that at that moment through the other indicators where or what position I will be trying to be shorting. Most likely I will be shorting, yes, but it will all depend on what happens tomorrow. I'm not going to be, I'm not in a rush, right? So a lot of people are over trading, I feel. You should be just, there's so much volatility, right? Like we look at this. We had a move down from like $1,000. We have a move up for like $1,000. Like there's so much volatility. So there's always an opportunity to be making in the future. So don't be so negative, or don't be in such a rush to be in a position or anything like that. So during the weekend I don't trade, and that's my own way, my own perspective and my own way. But yeah, tomorrow morning I'll definitely will be checking out. I'm new here. I just wanted to ask, what's your basis putting the support that you have? Okay, yeah, sure. I explained that actually yesterday as well. What you have to be looking for is basically where the previous times where price bounced off or bounced down from, right? So if we look here, we can see here it bounced up and it got rejected, right? So this is resistance. Once again, price went up and it got rejected. So this is resistance, and once again we have exactly the same pattern. It went up, so this is resistance. So this box here, this green box here, is our current resistance. So that's basically how you can define some resistance parts. What happened to the BTC price if it gets around 12 to 14k? It dumps for a while or goes up further? Well, yes, Tina. I mean, I understand a lot of people have these questions. What if Bitcoin goes to 30,000? Is it going to dump there, or is it going to go down? Who knows? Like, nobody can predict that. But the only thing that I can say is, if Bitcoin gets to 14k or something like that, you know, it's very strong, right? It's very, very strong. It will most likely get a retracement, because after a big pump it always goes down a little bit, right? It will always go down, but you will have your opportunity. I mean, most likely it will continue to go up. I wouldn't know why it would be getting dumped from like 14k or something like that. There's no real resistance in between those prices, right? So if we break up, really the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. I mean, well, let's take a macro look here. So 14k would be here. This would be our previous resistance, right? So if we break up to 14k, maybe we'll make a small bounce here, and then most likely we'll do this, right? This is our previous, our 20k. So yeah, why wouldn't it go all the way to 20k? I mean, I think once the key moment is really once we break 11.5. That's for me the key moment. If we manage to break 11,500, why 11,500? It's because we've gotten rejected there at that point for like how many years already? Too many years. So yeah. If we get through 11.5, I will be extremely bullish on Bitcoin. I generally see that altcoins go downwards whenever BTC rushes upwards. How does that impact? Yes, Nilanshu, it all depends on the Bitcoin dominance, right? So when Bitcoin actually goes up very strongly, people are selling their altcoins for Bitcoin, so that's why altcoins get smashed and gets crushed. That's basically what happens, and that's the reason why I don't want you to be holding too many altcoins, right? It's very, very dangerous. You should only have like a very small percentage in your portfolio for altcoins. I advise less than 5% of your total portfolio. How about the current support, the one below the current bull candle? Yeah. So, and it's pretty clear, right? So this is the magical green box. It's in the middle of this triangle, as you can see, right? So going down there is not good. If the price gets rejected here and we break this green box, obviously what I'm seeing is we're most likely going to go to the bottom of this triangle. If we break this triangle, we go to the bottom part of the falling channel, right? So not good. If we break above this resistance, very good. Most likely 10.5k, and then I see it going after a small retracement to 11.5k. If this gets rejected, so what is the highest probability that I'm seeing is that something like this, right? So what we want to be forming is some sort of like a bull candle here, like where price holds this price, and then we have enough strength to be breaking up. That's basically what for the bull what we hope is the best case scenario. Thanks, Pledit, for liking the content and joining today. Jay, what if you only have 2K at the moment? Should you still invest in Bitcoin, or is it okay to stick with BCH? Definitely go. I would definitely go with Bitcoin. fuck BCH. BCH is horrible. Why would you even buy BCH? It's horrible. Yes, Nilanshu. I mean, that's how altcoins survive, right? But at the end of the day, altcoins, they do have a function. I'm not saying that they don't have a function in the cryptocurrency market. A lot of people entered the cryptocurrency market because of a altcoin. So it creates a lot of enthusiasts. It creates a lot of interest. But at the end of the day, why would you be caring so much about an altcoin or a shitcoin when your biggest focus should always be on what is the biggest part of your portfolio? I mean, let's say you have $1,000, right? You have $1,000 in your bank account, and you have €5. That's basically what the shitcoin is, right? That €5. Would you be caring a lot about that €5? No, right? You just be, let it hang, let it run. If it goes well, it goes well, right? But you would be caring a lot about your $1,000. So that's a little bit how you have to look at the cryptocurrency market as well. You should be having the most Bitcoin, right? And that's what you should be caring about the most. Those altcoins, yes, it's like, for me, it's like the lottery, right? You gamble with it. If something goes really, really well, then great. But if something doesn't go well, then not that. Then who cares? That's basically it. Okay. Let's take a look at BCH, because we have a BCH fan. Because there's a reason why I'm saying that BCH is not that great, or why you should be buying Bitcoin instead of BCH, right? So let's take a look at the chart, because we have to take a look at the chart. BCH. Okay. This is the BCH Bitcoin chart, and as you can see here, this is the daily chart, by the way. Does this look bullish to you? That's not a trick question. Does this look bullish to you? Does this chart look bullish to you for Bitcoin Cash? Doesn't look bullish to me. Doesn't look bullish to me for Bitcoin Cash. Do I think that it's going to go down lower? Yeah, most likely. Look at this pattern. It's just creating lower lows. Lower lows. So, yeah. Would I be interested in BCH? No, I mean, seems pretty clear to me, right? So yeah, I think that I hope that answers your question. This is in comparison with Bitcoin pairing, of course, not with USD pairing. With USD pairing, it's a different case. But yeah, altcoins are like that, man. So I wouldn't be too interested in that. Okay. So where are we at? We are at our 9.8K, like we are expecting. Did something change? Did something change in our HVP? Let's take a look. Maybe something changed already. No, pretty much still flat. So yeah. Just wanted to quick look. Where is our Stokes? Stokes still curling up. Let's take a look at RSI. RSI still quite. It's near there, but not there yet. So, yep. Do we break the 9.8K? Having my doubts now, but let's see. Not in a trade right now, anyways. So don't really care. Of course, I'm long-term bullish on Bitcoin, Tina. That's why I have a hodl wallet, so that that we can keep for a longer period. Down. Alto says down. Yeah, most likely we will have some retracement, right? Can't go up forever. Anyways, so I can remove this. We have talked about it already. Falling bullish wedge is no more. There, it is, but it's perfect. It's perfect. It went out perfect. Cedric, my trading view. Yeah, I have the most expensive package for trading view because but you can have the free you can have free version as well, where you can just use, I think, 4 or 5 indicators at the same time, and then you don't have to pay for it. That's how I started off as well, but now after I became a professional trader, of course I needed the higher package, where I get more indicators and more charts and more savings and more cloud or whatever. It saves all my charts and stuff like that. Right now I actually have like, I think 20 tabs open on TradingView, so I don't think you can do that if you have a free package. You can only open a couple of them. But yeah, as a full-time trader, you have to invest, man. You have to invest in yourself. And oh yeah, what I do recommend is, if you are going to pay for a package, always wait for Black Friday. Cedric, Black Friday, they always give I think 70% off on TradingView during Black Friday. So that's when I always renew my TradingView as well. So every year I extend it on Black Friday, where you get like 70% off. So it's a really good deal. Gold. That's interesting. Yeah, let's take a look at gold, right? I'm really still so sad, right? So I was thinking this, right? I told you guys I was thinking that we were doing like some sort of like a descending triangle, and I was hoping that we would be, if we take a measured move, something like this, I was hoping that we would go back to around the EMA 100 if we break back down here. So I was thinking to be entering around here, around 1600 and 1622, something like that. That was what I was hoping, but like you can see, it broke up, and it seems like it doesn't stop, right? It seems like it doesn't stop. But here we can see here on the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart is actually saying we currently have a bearish engulfing candle. So I do expect us to go back to our previous support line, which is here. So I'll put a horizontal line here. So I do think that we will at least pull back to around this area here, which is what's that, 1730, something like that, 1730, something like that. So I'm actually aiming for the EMA 21. I do think that we will have a pullback towards the EMA 21, but it depends on when, right? So this yellow line here right now is at 1724. So 1730 is most likely where we're gonna be ending at, and yeah, I don't think we'll have much more of a choice to be waiting too longer. If 7030 doesn't work out, then we will most likely pull back a little bit lower, 1716 or something like that. Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance, right? So you can't really, but right now, if I'm looking at the daily, look at this daily, right? It just broke out of that, and if we do a measured move of that triangle, let's make a measured move out of that breakout, it will still go up to, like, well, it's pretty much where we're at right now, 1780 or something like that, 1780. So I do think there will be continuation right now to like 1780 first. Like, I think we will go higher first before we are going to retrace. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely try to enter a position at around 1700. That would be a very good entry price for me, I think. That's what I think. But I don't think it's gonna go that much lower anymore, sadly enough. Yeah, I think I missed the boat there. What's your tip for new traders? Harris, what's the tip is, first of all, a lot of reading, right? That's how I started off. I read a lot of books, technical analysis books. Secondly, there's a gazillion amount of content on YouTube and Facebook about content about traders for beginners. So I definitely suggest you should be taking a look out and just type it in and YouTube trading for beginners or something like that, and yeah, start learning. Start learning. Everything that I'm doing is self-taught. So I learned everything myself as well by, of course, looking at other people, traders, looking at other channels and this and that. But yeah, basically my whole trading system or my whole trading movement and this and that is all self-taught, and I try to keep learning every day. Yes, Alto, BCH is going down. Yeah. I mean, Bitcoin dominance is so high right now, right? So, and if Bitcoin dominance keeps on going up, then BCH is gonna go down even more. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance quickly. Bitcoin dominance. Here, this is the Bitcoin dominance, and as you can see, Bitcoin is currently going up to 60. It's currently at 68. So the higher the Bitcoin dominance, the more the altcoins are going to get smashed, right? Get crushed. And as you can see here, we have some sort of a bullish pennant that is being formed right now on the Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, doesn't look good for altcoin, man. It's most likely going to break up, and then the altcoins are going to get smashed even more. That's not a perfect perfect bull flag. Let's make it a little bit more pretty before people are saying that my art, my lines are horrible. Okay, it's more something like this. There, this is prettier. So yeah, something like this, and as you can see, most likely it's going to be breaking up. Basic indicators for beginners. I would say moving averages and RSI. Those are the two probably the most used indicators that I started off and that I'm using. Right. MACD I don't use that much. I take a look at it, but I don't use that much. Okay. So, yeah, I think that'll be it for today. We are over 1 hour. My Perrier is almost empty. To be correct, it's empty now. And yeah, we had quite a lot of action today. And as always, it was a pleasure to be spending some time with you guys. I love it when people are interactive and asking questions. We are here to be just helping each other out and learning from each other. So don't think that I know everything, or there's a lot of things that I don't know. But that's why there are other people here as well who are who maybe know the answer and know more about that particular subject, right? So tomorrow is a very, very, very big and important day. Like I said, wake up very early. There might be an opportunity to be in a position or in a trade. Let's talk about it tomorrow, of course. 7:30 p.m. UTC +8. Once again, please like, share, comment, follow, and do whatever you want with the channel. I hope to see you again tomorrow evening, 7:30 p.m. and then let's talk about weekly candle closes. Let's talk about CME charts. Let's talk about traditional markets, and yeah, let's see if we can get in some sort of position, because that's why we're here, right? We want to be in a position to make some money, because daddy needs to make some money, and daddy needs to buy some new diapers for the baby. All right. And but yeah, for now, what do I think? I think that we will be, I think this is most likely a top. Could go up one more higher towards our previous green box here, towards our green. Do I think that will happen? probability is not on the high side for me. I don't think we have enough power. Most likely we'll be ranging back here, which is around 9.5k. 9.5k will still create a little gap for our CME chart, so might be an opportunity there to take a trade there if we see some gap. But let's see. There's still a long night. We'll wake up early in the morning and analyze all of that, right? And let's talk about that tomorrow. So until tomorrow,